What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? It's me, your big partner, Tony. Man, I'm back again with the latest update on what's going on in Hillbilly Haven, better known as the garbage Alabama football team. Okay, you hear all of a sudden, man, they coming out the woodwork. Now all of a sudden they want to try to be humble. They want to try to tuck their head and yeah, man, it didn't look good. I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. No. The clown session is not over. It's not over. No. Man, you got hillbilly fans far and wide crying. They already want the board fired. They already want the whole team scrapped and redid. What did I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all? I told y'all this the first year Nick Saban left that team. I told y'all what it was going to be. But oh no, you want to believe me. No one believe. You've been caught up on the hype for 17, 18, 19 years, 20 years, whatever. Caught up on the hype of Alabama. Thinking that they this, thinking that they that. But now y'all didn't look behind the scenes. Y'all didn't study it the way I did. Of course, the hillbilly Alabama fans, they wasn't gonna look at it and study it. All they knew was they was winning and they liked it. It felt good. To the point to where they got entitled. They figured everything was supposed to be handed to them on a silver platter. We're Alabama. We're this, we're that. Man, look here. I've been seen behind it. I've been knew what was going on. Let me show you something, man. I'm going to tell you the reason why Nick Saban got up out of there. He seen the writing on the wall. He couldn't move the goalpost the way he wanted it moved no more and control them cats the way he wanted to control them, and he had to go. Between NIL and the transfer portal, oh no, he couldn't cheat no more, y'all. Because Alabama has always been known, if you look at the statistics and behind the scene and what the NCAA and all that was doing over the last, 30 years with them cats, 20-some years with them, hypocrisy. Nothing but lies and cheating. Kissing Nick Saban behind, kissing Alabama behind, wanting to be in their good graces, but the whole time, it wasn't nothing but a house of charlatans. That's all it's been, and that's all it will ever be. Look here. Before NIL and the transfer portal, Nick Saban, with all that money, he was able to do all the stuff that other people doing now. See, Alabama invented paying players through the church. That's what come on when we got Cam Newton in 10, they started a smear campaign because they was mad because we pulled a rabbit out the hat on them. They tried to accuse us of paying these folks through the church when Alabama's the one invented that. Paying them through your car lots and all this so crazy stuff, man. Before NIL and before transfer portal, Nick was able to get them young guys however way he was getting them, you know what I'm saying? Because it was always a whole bunch of talking to them players when wasn't nobody supposed to talk to them. They got a period in there. You can't even say nothing to them. They were still talking to them. They were still doing all type of stuff, y'all. And got them players. It's easy to win when you number one or number two in recruiting every year. You done went to all these high schools and went everywhere and flashed your rings and flashed money and did all this and got them star players, all 5-star players. Come on, man. You got 5-star players on the field, and you got a 5-star player on the second string. In some position, you had a 5-star player on the third string. Yeah, you supposed to win when you the only team doing that. When you the only team moving the goalpost to how you want it moved. And see, before NIL and the transfer portal, once they got them, they locked in. They wasn't able to talk back. They weren't able to get that money. They had to listen and go for whatever Nick was talking about. Because it wasn't no other choice. You couldn't leave and go to another team just like that without sitting out a year and going through a whole bunch of ups and downs. So yeah. Now here it is. You got a team full of 5-star players. Everybody else in the league got 1 or 2 5 stars, a couple of 4 stars, and 3 and 2 stars. Yeah, you're supposed to win. And that's what was going on in Alabama. But when the transfer portal hit and NIL, and them kids was able to go where they wanted to go and do what they wanted to do when they wanted to do it, and Nick couldn't put his foot on their neck the way he had been putting his foot on their neck, that's why he left, y'all. He said, oh, no, See, anytime another team popped up with something and he couldn't stop it and didn't know what to do, he cried to the NCAA, and the NCAA was just kissing Alabama's behind. That's just like when Gus Malzahn and Gene Chizik in 2010, man, was coming with that fast offense. He cried about that. He the reason why they start coming up with little weird rules about it got to be a certain amount of time. You got to get a defense a certain amount of time to do this and do that. Because he couldn't keep up. He whined and cried about it. You know what I'm saying? Now, anybody and everybody know that in the history of Alabama football, their biggest problem has always been a running quarterback. Anytime you had a real good dual threat quarterback, they couldn't do nothing with it, y'all. If you look at their losses, and 9 out of 10 of their losses always came from teams that had a running quarterback, a dual threat quarterback, y'all. Whoop they behind. You see how Nick Marshall used to do them over there at Auburn, you know? But yet that's what it's this hypocrisy all the way through. The NCAA, as far as I'm concerned, they cheated every chance they got to make it a smooth road for Alabama. Y'all remember a few years back when they let Alabama squeeze back in and play LSU for the national title, huh? 2 teams from the same conference. You see how a few years ago, how they did Florida State. This is the type of stuff that's been going on with Alabama for years, since Nick came there, 2007. Every year, it got worser and worser and worser. That's why I learned how to hate that team, man. Because I used to sit there and just watch them cheat. Watch the NCAA do all and everything they could do to help Alabama. The good old boys. And y'all, and it's more to, and y'all know it's more to it than that. Yeah, y'all know, I'm just not going to go all the way into it. You know what I'm saying? On what really was going on with them. That good old boy system. You know what I'm saying? As far as I'm concerned, I called it the Jim Crow system, you know? That's their legacy, man. That's what they was about. That's what they are about. And so that's why they kept winning, man. Yeah, you supposed to win when you got all the best players in the nation over there almost. That's all it was, y'all. So now, like I say, here come NIL and the transfer portal. Nick Saban cried about that transfer portal. He cried about the NIL because now he couldn't keep up with it. Now he couldn't monopolize the recruiting trail. He couldn't control the recruiting trail, the recruiting narrative, the way he wanted to. He said, let me get up out of here, man. I need to go. Because he knew that he was going to start being some losses taken. And I'm going to tell you like this here. If Nick Saban was still there, it'd still be hard. Because you can't get all the best players. Would it be a little better than what this Kalen DeBoer is doing? Probably, for a hot second. But everybody else done caught up, man. The playing field has been evened out. You cannot monopolize all the young, good 5-star talent coming out of high school no more, man. That's why he left. Let me leave while I'm still on top. Let me leave while I'm still going down in history as the best college coach without all these losses on my record. Because he seen the writing on the wall. He's smart. He seen it coming. He went on, got up out of there. He knew when he passed that baton off to whoever was coming behind him, it was going to be ugly for him, y'all. That's why he won't come back. He ain't coming back. I don't care how much they cry. They got all these memes on TikTok. They got these memes and all this old stuff on Instagram. The Alabama fans now. Well, come back, Nick. He ain't coming back. Because he know if he come back, he gonna get made look stupid too. Yeah, he gonna get made look stupid. Because everybody else done caught up, man. Everybody else done learned. You can't monopolize the recruiting trail no more. You can't monopolize the NCAA. See, he didn't like that playoff stuff neither. No, he didn't like the playoffs, the 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever team playoffs. He didn't like that neither, I don't think. Nope. No. I don't care what he might say on camera, in front, but no. If you just look, man, see, this what get me, man. You got a lot of young kids running around, and they hollering roll died, and they want to be with the Hillbilly Haven Alabamians, that football team. They want to be with all that because they don't know no better. They coming up in the football era when Hillbilly Haven, Alabama was dominating football. So they think that's how it's supposed to be. They think this how it go. They think Alabama is the best thing since sliced bread. But see, they wasn't around. They ain't old enough to go back before 2007. When you had the teams that ain't even really heard of them kicking Alabama and they behind. When Alabama consistently having 6 or 7 lost seasons. They don't know. Then they coming into the football era when they look, oh, Alabama got 17, 18 national titles. Come on, man. All them lies and hypocrisy. Yeah, of course, now, Auburn done went back and claimed all theirs too. Everybody else doing it. Everybody else. So now, yeah, Auburn got 9 national titles, y'all. Not 2, but 9. We have 9 national titles now. Claiming ours the same way Alabama and all these other schools claiming theirs. Just snatching stuff out the air. You know, integrity. The reason why it took Auburn so long to get there because they was dealing with integrity. No, man, we want to get it outright the hard way. Hillbilly Haven, Alabama, now they want to just get as much as they could and pile it on for the lights and camera to see all this. And they had the whole country fooled for years. For years. Everybody wanted to kiss they behind. Just the fact that you had to play Alabama. Teams were shaking in their boots. Paper tiger though, y'all. Paper tiger. It ain't like that no more. It ain't like that no more. Don't nobody want to give me my credit for everything I said last year about that team is coming apart. I talked about them the year before that. I talked about them last year. And I said they were going to start getting consistently worser and worser and worser. And look at them. They going to start losing. And everything I said has come to pass. Everything. Now you got all the Hillbilly Haven Alabamian fans and analysts on TV, the podcasters and YouTube. And now they, man, stop all that whining. I don't care if your eyeballs fall out. Everything I said is coming to pass. You are a regular team again. Now that you can't monopolize and cheat, you are a regular team. You will be getting worse and worse. Within the next 3 years, Alabama will be the laughing stock of the SEC, y'all. Believe that. I'm telling you. They're going to be the laughing stock of the SEC. They not going to be the standard no more. No more. Get them, Kalen. Get them. I don't care who you go get. I don't care what coach you go get. You can go get Nick Saban again. It don't make no difference. The playing field has been even out. Everybody got money to pay players now. Everybody got a team that's susceptible to problems from the transfer portal. Team players can go where they want to go and do what they want to do. So yeah, it don't make no difference who coach Alabama. They are a mediocre, in the middle of the road team, and soon to be cellar dwellers. For years, they said Vanderbilt was cellar dwellers in the SEC. Well, Vanderbilt kicked off in they Diwilicus last year. Pablo Pavia, whatever the name is, he ran over Alabama like it was a soccer game. Yeah. And he gonna do it again this year if they play. It's gonna be a whole lot. You wait till this SEC play start. Man, look, man. I hope y'all don't think Alabama going to the playoffs, because they're not. They gonna be lucky to get a bowl game. Believe that. People done learned the blueprint on them. And so that's what it is, man. That's what it is. And I mean, I'm qualified to say this, man, because like I say, I have been through so many ups and downs on the street and in prison behind that team. See, in prison, they take it serious. They take it serious. I'm talking to the point to where you can get stabbed and lose your life in prison over this Alabama-Auburn issue. Yeah, to the point where the administration got to separate you on Iron Bowl. When Iron Bowl come, they clear the lockup up because they know, boy, we finna fill lockup up. Man, it's going to be so many stabbings and fights. All that, assaults on the police jumping on inmates, the whole hookup. When Iron Bowl come, oh, yes, boy, yes. And I was right in the middle of it. I was right in the thick of it, didn't care. War Eagle. But that's what it is, man. All these little young kids you see, look at their face on the screen. Boy, they're going to be looking sad on TV now. They're going to jump ship because Alabamians are fair weather fans. Only because they was winning, y'all. Only because they was winning, man. All that junk that you see these people doing with the Hillbilly Haven banners and all that, they wasn't doing that from 06 back. No. They was embarrassed to even say they was a Hillbilly Alabama fan. Not Auburn. Win, lose, or draw, we was there. We was there, y'all. So anyway, far as the Alabama Hillbilly Haven program go, you could put some dry rub on them and go and put them in the oven because they finna be cooked. Their legacy is over. War Eagle.